Tell us how you, like, why you originally came to the gym, what your goals were originally.
My name's Rick Kastner. I was training with Andy Prune prior to arriving at your gym. At the time that I was training, I wanted to train to be a participant in the Mr. Buffalo show. So at the onset that we met a couple of years ago, I was very impressed at the onset. You spent, I think, almost 2 hours doing a consult with me, going over my injuries, which I've had several broken bones and whatnot throughout the years. And we talked about what it would take to achieve my goals at that time, and the difficulties that may occur as a result, of my gait being so out of whack from a bad hip, bad back, whatnot. So the focus at the time was really to try to strengthen those areas in my lower spine. My left hip was bone on bone, and we started really with kind of doing deadlifts, lifting really heavy for a long time. And the benefits I got out of that is I gained some size from that, but emotionally and spiritually I became very it became more of a healing aspect of it all. And the gym itself, the training with the other individuals and the other trainers that happened to be during my sessions, they weren't like, they became like family members and support, we would each support each other while we were training or whatever the goals were. Some people were training for, the mud runs, at the time I was training, for the Mr. Buffalo show. And that all, my goals changed. I really just wanted I wanted to feel healthy. I wanted to feel strong. I wanted to be flexible. I wanted to be, as much pain-free as I could be naturally, without taking any prescribed medications, and to eat right and healthy and whatnot. Through all this process, my love of the science of working out kind of forced me to get my own certification, and a lot of that is driven by what I experienced at Trabucco Fitness. I've never been to a gym like that. I've traveled all across the country. I've been to Hawaii, and I've never got that family feeling and environment and the spiritual part of the gym. And I think that's very important. The support that everybody that gives each other, because I may be training for strength, and then there's others that come in there that are either dealing with MS or whatnot, that are training just as heavy as they can as I am at the time, and those people were at times motivated me a lot when I was having those rough days of just showing up and getting in through the door of the gym. But where I'm at now, it's, I've had hip replacement surgery a couple of years ago, and the training that I got working with Dave, I have no pain at all from the hip replacement. My range of motion, is definitely 75% better than what it used to be. And I just recently had back surgery, and I'm doing the same thing again. I'm using, Dave and his education and his vast knowledge of the human anatomy and body to do my physical therapy. You know, I no longer live in the area, so we're gonna, you know, I'll have to suck it up and use Skype.
Yeah.
You know, do a weekly thing, and train that way. I just started doing a couple of his exercises to kind of help strengthen my back, and I'm already starting to feel some results from those two little simple exercises, which helps get me excited to get back into the gym, because when I'm not there, you know, ego, I guess, sometimes steps in, depression steps in. You know, the strength training is not just about body for me. You know, it helps cleanses my soul. You know, I leave there clean emotionally. I leave, you know, his gym spiritually fit. You know, I feel, you know, exhausted from a workout. You know, super pumped, which gets me so motivated I can't wait to the next session. You know, I've been training with Dave. I think it's been a couple of years, and I will say this: I miss you know, not only Dave as a trainer and as a friend, but I miss the entire family atmosphere that Trabucco Fitness has. And like I said, I've been on the road for a little over a year now, and I've been at many different gyms, and it's I just see the vanity of the gym, and it's funny, that was my initial goal, was to be wrapped up in that vanity, and you know, Dave didn't talk me out of that. We were focused on, okay, we'll achieve that goal, but let's get you healthy first, and he got me healthy, and then our goals were, you know, how much could we deadlift, and how much could we do on the jammer, you know, and then we'd be doing, you know, 100 rep sets, and we'd go outside and, you know, pull the equipment outside during summertime, you know, and get a little vitamin D from the sun, and you know, we're bringing tires and doing tire flips, and the gym atmosphere, it's, to me, is fun. You know, it's fun. I've gained family members from not only Dave and Denise and DJ and Sammy, but something I sorely miss, because they're not, you know, at my fingertips. Which now I'm at a point in life where I need to work harder to extend that hand out, and fight through my own fears again, like I was the very first time I walked through the gym. But, you know, getting back to the very first part of it, his knowledge and the interviews, the initial interview, I think, were the most vital part of my training. You know, we went over you know, what medications I was taking, did I need to take those? You know, we quickly stopped taking medications, I became medication free. And then, you know, what supplements to take, when to take them, and you know, I started feeling whole and healthy and free, you know, and I was being present in my own miracle, as you can say. You know, watching the transformation, and some of the ladies that are training in the gym are pretty amazing. You know, and I don't know. To me, it's a one of a kind gym that I've been able to be a part of. You know, I guess on the selfish side, I wish there was a franchise of it, you know, because it's like I'm in Vegas right now, and talk about vanity. That's where they do the Mr. Olympia shows, and there's trainers everywhere, and everybody's training for self. You know, they're training for the one part of the physical training. You know, when I started training, I never thought about the spiritual part about it or the emotional part. When I don't train, those two areas of my life suffer the most. And that part, when I'm training, there's no fee associated with that. That's the bonus. And I've been very blessed and honored to be, a member at Trabucco Fitness for the length of time that I have been, and I will continue to do what's necessary on my end to kind of reach out and to use Skype. And I never thought to even do that until Denise mentioned it the other day. Because Dave and I trained together a couple times during the week, and those were probably two of the best days of the week. I look forward to coming jacked, and we lift, and now there's little teams that do the same thing, and the support's still there. And I always look to Dave for anything that I'm going to do medically. I always check in. I'm thinking about having back surgery. This is what's found. I share my reports with him. If he concurs. That's how much faith I have in the knowledge that about the human anatomy. It's more so than many doctors that I've seen.